Okay, what's up, folks? Total War is here. And yes, I am playing as the Roxolani. Actually, this might be Royal Sythia. Should have checked this before I started the video. I think this is Royal Sythia. Because I think this is the Scythian. Yeah, this is Royal Sythia. So, got a 3v3 land battle. We're going to slow it down here because the skirmish is going to get on pretty quick. But yeah, so I'm Royal Sythia. I'm going to be playing the Cav, the main Cav contingent for my faction, or for my team, because it is Royal Sythia only offers cavalry. It's one of the nomadic tribes. And yeah, it's pretty predictable, but we were facing two Parthian armies, so I figured it was kind of needed. So starting out, we're going to have 5 Scythian Royal Horse. It's a elite melee cavalry unit. This one as well is going to be another Scythian Royal Horse for a general. We're going to have 2 stepping noble lancers there in the back. We're also going to have a ton of armored horse archers, 3, and then another 4 over here on the left there. And on either flank, just in front or just right next to the archers for Carthage, we're going to have steppe armored lancers, and that's going to be a cheaper form of shock cav. And then over here on the far right, we're going to have 1 Scythian Royal Horse for Carthage, who's going to be kind of just... if it was sub-commanders, he would probably be our infantry role, but it's not sub-commander, so I don't have to say what role he's from. We're going to have some Numidian Noble Cav, some Celtic Light Horse, and then 2 Celtic Light Horse there, and then 4 Carthaginian Cav, and these guys are a force to be reckoned with now because they actually have a level 5 chevron. All 4 of these are going to have that level 5 chevron, so these guys are going to be extremely dangerous on the field. He's also going to up front going to have Cretan archers, 3 mercenary Cretan archers, and some Balearic slingers. Actually, it looks like 3 Balearic slingers. No. Yeah, 3 Balearic slingers and 1 Cretan archer. We're also going to have a mercenary noble fighter backed by some Libyan infantry. Here's some late Carthaginian hoplites on his left, and then just a general and bodyguard. We're going to actually pause this because they're already getting the skirmish over there on the left. Parthia was being quite aggressive. Then Desert Rome is going to be I guess he's just kind of lingering in the back, but we're all kind of fighting as one army. So it's a bit of a different play style there. So up front, he's going to have tribal slingers. He's going to have 4 tribal slingers there. And then the second line is going to be desert cohort and mixed in with some desert legionnaires. It looks like, yeah, they're just kind of dotted in there. Some Numidian noble infantry, level 3 chevron in the back there. 3 Numidian noble infantry with a level 3 chevron. Then right here, we're going to have 2 Numidian noble cav. And 2 armored Numidian noble cav. So, yeah, that is quite the cavalry forces for the allied forces here. Over here on the... Oh, wait. Desert Rome has an ambushing unit right here. 2 Numidian light infantry. So, yeah, clear in the back. Okay, up front here, we're going to have Boiis on the attack, or on the red team. The Axis powers... I guess that's the Company of Heroes video. Allies versus Axis. I can't call them that in this, in Rome 2. So Celtic Slingers, these guys are going to have some chevrons. Level 2 chevrons all the way around, it looks like. This one only has a level 1 chevron. Then for his first line of melee infantry, he's going to have some sword followers. These are going to have a level 1 chevron. So some lead infantry there. And then another sword follower. And then 3 Oathsworn. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5 veteran spears, 4 of which have a level 1 chevron. So an experienced army. And then he's also going to have some noble horse. Then over here, 2 light horse. Okay, then up front for Parthia, 1 of the 2 Parthians. We're first going to have Parthian swords, just a line of Parthian swordsmen. And then up front, we're going to have some Parthian foot archers. 2 of those, and then in the back, he's just going to have a ton of noble horse archers, I mean, a whole line of noble horse archers here. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 noble horse archers backed by 2 Eastern cataphracts, and then a noble horse archer general. Then here for the other Parthia, we're going to have a Royal Cataphract for a general, and then he is going to have 3 mercenary hoplites, and another Royal Cataphract there, some Persian hoplites, and some Parthian swords mixed in his back line. Then he's going to have some Parthian foot archers, 4 of those. He's also going to have 4 Parthian light horse, or Parthian horse archers, and these are going to have level 1 chevrons, and then clear supporting his horse archers, he's going to have 4 Royal Cataphracts. So he went a very elite route, some experience, or not so much as experience as some very heavy units. So we'll see how this one plays out. He's getting very aggressive. This far right Parthian advance is getting very aggressive, moving up and kind of just getting in there. It's going to be kind of bad here because he could totally get flanked, engaged, and flanked and get that first army out of the way for my team. So yeah, you can see I'm kind of building the first line here with Cav, the far left, what would normally be the first player, and then the second player would play the center, and the third would play our far right. I'm kind of playing the first player here, stretching the far left flank with my cavalry because of the way he's pushing his Royal Cataphracts. So I have to keep those back over here as well. You can see I'm advancing a Scythian Royal Horse just to keep these guys in check and make sure nothing goes wrong over here, just to make sure I have a flanking move in case Boiis decides to move up. Okay, so Parthia in the center is going to start with a horse archer attack. He's just going to send all his horse archers forward, get some volleys off into the archers and slingers of Carthage, and maybe into the main infantry line. Right here we got the second Parthia coming in on a flanking move on Carthage. So the Parthia is playing quite aggressively. Meanwhile, Boiis looks like he's going to advance some infantry and his slingers, but he's going to keep his main force kind of back away from the fight. He's got the veteran spears moving over there, as well as a noble horse and 2 light horse to cover that Scythian royal. Does not want that to be in his way later in the fight. Okay, so we're going to get a charge from the Parthian swords into the Carthaginian lines, but Carthage is getting some support from the tribal slingers of Desert Rome over here. Look at this. Roxolani lured the Parthian archers back behind the lines. Desert Rome with a sweet flanking maneuver there is just going to pin them in up against the side, which is the best way to beat horse archers, pin them against the side of the map. And he's going to get that done. His superior armored cavalry is going to win that fight, as well as now the Roxolani or Royal Sythia getting aggressive and taking out the 4th horse archer there. So that's going to end the horse archer forces for Parthia, and that's going to give a missile advantage as far as horse archers to my team here. Also, we're going to get the attack from the Royal Scythian Royal Horse. Looks like we got some Draco going on here, and this is going to give a bonus versus large to the Scythian Royal Horse. This gives like a huge bonus versus cavalry, bonus versus elephants, and bracing. So this is really just going to ruin the Parthian cavalry. It's just going to pretty much eliminate the threat of the Parthian cav. It's going to make it pretty useless. I mean, it'll still be quite effective because of how experienced the unit is, and you can see it's still winning despite that Draco, which is going to really help out. It's also just going to help the Scythians get less casualties. Now going to get some support from the armored horse archers getting in there. Over here, this Royal Cataphract going to tear into an armored Numidian. That armored Numidian at 117 after killing off the Parthian horse archers. Doesn't look like it's even going to get any help from its ally, who seems to be leaving rather than getting some javelin volleys off. But no, okay, now it's going to turn around and get some javelin volleys off into that unit. Okay, so we do have some... Okay, what? Oh, we got some Carthaginian cav on the route now. And Eastern Cataphracts going to just keep coming in and doing those cycle charges. Looks like 63 and 41. They're kind of getting in a stable melee, though, so not good for them. They got countercharged by a Carthaginian cav, it looks like. And this Parthian sword is just an inferior unit to that Libyan infantry. So the Libyan infantry is really just going to take apart those Parthian swords. And the Parthian swords don't stand much of a chance in that unless something really goes wrong for Carthage here. The flanking move by Parthia has been shut out. The mercenary hoplites have been taken out by some desert legionnaires of Desert Rome. Rome. Now we got some support coming in here for the Royal Scythians, as this is becoming a line battle of cavalry. Normally cav is like cycle charge in and out and in and out. This is going to be one solid charge, just pretty much like an infantry grind, except everybody's on horseback. Yeah, they're not doing any sort of cycle charges. However, superior numbers for the Royal Scythians is really going to help now, as they can move few units in and out. You saw that Royal Scythian horse just come in, the general, as well as the steppe armored lancers, and that's really going to help that they can charge in and out through there because they have superior numbers. Also, that Draco is going to keep these Parthians pinned down. Meanwhile, over here, Boiis staying pretty stable, not really helping their allies though. However, they are getting good strong push here coming up on the left flank, or right flank. The right flank of my team. You can see I posted 3 horse archers, as well as that Scythian royal horse and a steppe noble lancer over there. Just kind of keep a check on those units there. Now we're going to get a charge from the noble horse and the light horse. No, not charging. They're just moving up. Sorry. Okay, but the Spear Warriors, they're going to move into place and possibly get the Celtic Slingers to get some shots off at the cav. Now the Horse Archers are going to move up. And you see here, we have the Numidian Light Infantry is moving up from clear back there. But it seems to have stopped, waiting for the perfect time to strike. It's probably got to wait till most of the enemy cav is tied down, because those guys do not do good against a heavy cav charge, shock cav. So armored lancers charging in and out here. Looks like we're going to get some hoplites going to be kicked out of the game now by the desert cohort. And look at this, the Royal Cataphracts 141 after fighting Desert Rome's units. We got some spears in here from Desert Rome. That Numidian nobles infantry is really helping wrap up the Parthian horse, as well as some Parthian infantry that got into that fight. The horse archers not racking up a ton of kills, but they are firing into that heavily armored Parthian cav. And now with a solid victory over here for Royal Sythia, as well as Desert Rome and Carthage. Well, Carthage wasn't technically in the fight, but the team of Desert Rome and Carthage has had a solid breakthrough now with the enemy cav tied down, or mostly destroyed. And now they got a nice little flanking move coming on here on the Parthian main force, the second Parthian unit's main force, or army's main force, as they engage what is left of the Carthaginian line, which is still pretty strong. Now, Desert Rome drawing up battle lines, going to get charged by some of them sword followers, and that's going to be bloody. The steppe armored lancers maybe tried to intercept that one, but they only got 2 kills, so nothing too great. Over here, Draco being hit for Royal Sythia, really just trying to beat down whatever they can from those enemy cav. So horse archers just hemmed these guys in, and they're just mowing it down. However, some heavy spears have gotten into the fight, and that's going to be painful. Sorry, not heavy spears, veteran spears have gotten into the fight, and that's going to be painful to the Scythians, who do not want to fight that heavy armor on foot. And look at this, a light horse going to break off, try to get rid of the horse archers, firing into the noble horse general. Now going to get a charge on those veteran spears by the steppe armored lancers, and it's not going to go too well. I'm going to lose the lancer unit with only 12 kills. However, it will allow to get some time for the allies, or for the Carthaginians and Desert Rome to get their units in place. Now a huge flanking move by Boiis, as Royal Scythian horse is forced to withdraw in face of those veteran spears. They're going to have to pull out there, and it's really going to force them back. They now have a clean move from right here to get behind the Carthaginian ranks, as well as Desert Rome. Desert Rome coming around here and getting ready to wrap up the Parthian force here, is Carthage's units are moving up and just getting rid of the spears and letting the cav do their work now. The steppe armored lancers are going to move in and out, just trying to battle those horse archers, which still have ammunition. I mean, these guys are beasts of the battlefield. These are Royal Cataphracts. They will not have ammunition. If the Royal Cataphracts have ammunition, we have a problem. These archers still with ammunition, 128 kills and still going. And yeah, that's what makes them so dangerous on the battlefield. They're skirmishing there with the armored lancers. So yeah, kind of got them on the back foot there. Here, looks like we've got a Parthian sword holding off the entire Royal Scythian horse. Going to cycle charge there. Maybe can route it, but it's in shield wall, which is going to make it extremely difficult to kill. But yeah, the whole Royal Scythian army focusing on that one unit there. Okay, so over here, Boiis has kind of been slowed down by the cavalry attacks, the repeat cavalry attacks coming here. Looks like a noble horse moved in just in time to save a armored horse archer from getting a piece of those Celtic slingers who are now just destroying those units. However, the noble horse is going to lose, and he will die now in a sweet charge from the stepping noble lancers right into those Celtic slingers, and that is priceless there. That could rout both of those units. Is now a armored horse archer going to get some volleys off into the backs of those Celtic slingers there. And could possibly go melee. It looks like it will. It's going to charge into those units. And the spears just doing everything they can, but the spears just don't have the speed to rule the battlefield like those like the cavalry can. And then over here, still skirmishing. The armored horse archers not pulling out like normal horse archer moves. Normally you move in, get your volley off, pull out. I must have forgotten about this unit, but it's fine. Until all of a sudden I need that unit, it's fine. The armored horse archers getting rid of the enemy noble horse archers. The Parthian general now is down, but we still have a second Parthian general, and this is a Royal Cataphract, so this is going to be even harder to get out. It still has 66 men left, so it's doing pretty good. Only 23 kills, though, so could have been doing better, but against so much cav, it's hard to get anything done. Okay, so over here, the Parthian sword that was holding out has been wrapped up. And the Roxolani, or not Roxolani, why do I keep saying Roxolani? The Royal Scythian force is now moving around on the flank here. Looks like these veteran spears warding off an attack from the Desert Cohort, as well as the Desert Legionnaires. Going to be, Desert Realm going to be forced back now by those spears. The spears, however, are going to have to immediately turn and face a cavalry charge from Royal Sythia, and that's just going to smash that unit. However, I know that unit will hold up. It's a very tough unit there. Need to get the infantry to turn around and charge again while that cav's still engaged. However, it might rout this unit now as morale's going on red. I didn't think it would, but a prolonged attack against numbers like these should win that. Okay, so here we got some noble horse archers, and these guys still have ammunition. 200. Oh, wait, no. Maybe they just drew. Nope. They still have ammunition. 225 kills and still going. Great job there by Parthia to use those noble horse archers effectively and really get the kills out of those. Over here, it looks like a Steppe Noble Lancer at 117 got pinned down. 2 noble horse archers. He's getting double teamed, and it's going to go down pretty quickly there. However, a Scythian Royal Horse, which is better in melee than the Steppe Noble Lancer, is going to get in that possibly and charge those horse archers standing still, which would be deadly. However, the Scythian Royal Horse General going to have to pull out. Over here, Carthaginian cavalry still going here. Only 35 kills, however. An Oathsworn got in there, going to get surrounded by the Carthaginian forces. Now a raised banner going to get popped for appears as though it may have been the general of Desert Rome. Where's the general for... Okay, here's the general for Carthage. It doesn't have the ability on it. So yeah, it was Desert Rome, popped the ability, and just really helped get rid of these. The late Carthaginian hoplites pushing back against 2 sword followers and 2 Oathsworn. That poor unit is going to get crushed. It looks like it will get some help here from some tribal slingers. The Numidian noble infantry is going to pull out some shock cav coming in there. Oh, man. I love the shock cav. Yes. Okay, got another ability going on here. It's going to be Rally. Okay, and we're going to have, whoa, the Scythian Royal Horse General going to be caught down by some veteran spears there. Over here, this Royal Scythian Royal Horse is going to take out the 2 noble horse archer that were hitting up on that shock cav earlier. Over here, we got an armored lancers at 103. And it's going to charge into those slingers. Those Celtic slingers going to catch them off guard. However, a veteran spear close behind going to help wrap that unit up. Over here, look at this. We got some horse archers moving in as now the Royal Cataphracts of Parthia have moved up. And the horse archers are going to charge into hand-to-hand, it appears. No, yes, they will charge into hand-to-hand. They have 111 kills, this one here. Looks like it's going to prefer to stay back and shoot the volleys. It's got 79 kills. that Scythian Royal Horse going to rout the Noble Horse Archer. However, that Royal Cataphract will prove to be a tougher challenge. This one's going to come down to the wire now, as we got an Oathsworn at 202 kills, just racking up the kills there. Here, 2 more Oathsworn as well as a Veteran Spear. We also have quite a few Veteran Spear, kind of sticking with that Celtic Slinger just to keep it safe from the repeat cav attacks that have been just focused on those Celtic Slingers lately. However, this Oathsworn, or this infantry mass from Boiis is just getting encircled and smashed by the Royal Scythian cavalry, while it's held in place by a Desert Legionnaire who has got 170 kills. However, it's going to go out now. The Carthaginian bodyguard going to try to get in here. Here at Oathsworn at 227 and still going strong against 4 units. Desert Cohort, Numidian Noble Infantry, Late Carthaginian Hoplites, and Mercenary Noble Fighters. I mean, it is just taking that out. However, it looks like it's going to try to get a cav charge, but they crossed each other right there and delayed the charge from the Scythian Royal Horse. Over here, the Carthaginian Parthian general has been destroyed, and that's it. I mean, Parthia is out of the fight. Boiis all by himself. However, he does have some elite infantry in that Oathsworn. That infantry should do a good job there. And the Veteran Spears as well are amazing units. However, they don't have the mobility. The cavalry mobility is going to go to the allies in the Royal Scythian Cav, and it appears as the general and bodyguard for Carthage. The infantry, though, they definitely have an advantage, as all we have left really for infantry is a few, these 4 units right here, 5, and that those slingers. So nothing great there. Here, going to get a charge by those armored horse archers, and 109, so it's going to get rid of the Celtic Slingers and don't want to engage those Veteran Spears too long, especially when that cavalry counter tactics there. That's extremely deadly to face. You really don't want to fight that. So yeah, I don't know. The balance of power bar is looking a little in favor of my team. I'm kind of agreeing with it just because he's getting repeat cav attacks in the back. If this was all infantry, I would totally vie for Boiis right here because he definitely has better infantry. That is if the Royal Scythians weren't here. Like, the Royal Scythians completely disappeared. Those units weren't available. Now, if the units of the Royal Scythians were turned into infantry, I would probably go for my team because we would have a pretty good banner advantage. I don't know about numbers, though, because we have really had some trouble keeping infantry, especially being outnumbered infantry-wise because I brought all cavalry. So that got painful. That gets painful. But yeah, my allies did a great job, and Boiis still holding strong despite cav attacks, repeat cav attacks in the back here. Carthaginian general at 44 kills. And yeah, just going to keep cycle charging the Royal Scythians. And I mean, the balance of power bar is still pretty even. I mean, to my eye, it looks like it's in favor of my team. But yeah, it's still pretty close. So with the Desert Rome general, morale on red, attacked in the rear, if his general were to die, that could change the tide because most of his units are all that's left. Like, that's it for him. The Scythians, they still have their nope. Right there. Confident general dead. So yeah, they don't have their general, but those cav attacks are just going to be too much for Boiis. That's going to be it. And yeah, so we'll take a look at the statistics while we're waiting for Boiis to rout. Thanks for watching, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I apologize for not posting last week. Been having some troubles getting them up. So. Okay, so we got Total Wars here, and he's going to be Royal Sythia. We're going to have 1,840 kills. He's done all at 104, 11 on the horse archers. Bad job by the horse archers there. These rest of them did pretty good, decent. 41, 73, not great. 98, 104, 56, and 102, 105 on those Scythian Royal Horse, so nothing special on his units here. 143 on that Steppe Armored Lancers, which is a decent. 223 here on the Steppe Noble Lancer, which is very good there. 119, so good job of the Steppe Noble Lancers. Texas Ranger, 1,534 kills, and he's going to be Carthage, and he's going to have 44 on his general. These Carthaginian Cav weren't quite as good as I thought they were going to be. Neither was the Celtic Light Horse. The Noble Numidian Cav didn't do too great either. Got beat down by some Celtic Slingers from Boiis. The Mercenary Balearic Slingers and the Cretan Archers were kind of disappointing here. The Cretan Archers did better than the rest, but the Balearic Slingers hit 10, 5, and 9. Nothing great there. However, they got harassed by some... oh my goodness. Some Parthian horse archers. So, can't really blame them for the low kill count. 66, 89, and 130, 35 on those light Carthaginian hoplites. Good job of the Libyan infantry at 179, 151, 154, 123, 217 on the Mercenary Noble Fighters. Good job by them. Then Ephraites, he's going to be Desert Rome at 2,654 kills. His Noble Numidian Noble Infantry, I got that backwards, did good. 42, a little disappointing there. However, the Tribal Slingers made up for it here at 141. Their other two not quite as good, only at 57, 45. The Desert Cohort at 295, 205, and 125. They ruled the battlefield there. The Desert Legionnaires at 124 and 192. They really crushed the enemy. However, this one at 47 wasn't too much help. These Numidian Noble Cav did great at 167, 162, and 120. Good job by those units right there. The Desert Cohort at 85. 28 and 59, 61 on the Numidian Light Infantry, and then the Tribal Slingers. I got those all mixed up. Then here we got a Noble Numidian Cav, Numidian Noble Cav at 358 kills, and you can see why Desert Rome was a feared player in this game. He really ruled the battlefield with that infantry, and then brought it up with a crushing cavalry kill. All his cavalry doing amazing, scoring over 100 kills. Meanwhile, we got Phil for Parthia, and he's going to have 872 kills. His general is going to do very good at 140. However, his horse archers, Parthian horse archers, not so great there at 1, 5, 13, and 1. However, they got shut out by the Armored Numidian Cav of Ephraites. And they were harassed by the Royal Sythian Armored Horse Archers. Then also the Royal Cataphracts, also kind of disappointing at 43, 45, 23. 78 and 146, scoring a bit better there, but still not great for that elite unit. Then we have some Parthian Foot Archers at 57, 82. 13, 19, 29, and 41. Okay, that... I wasn't going to say anything about it, but that is like... You don't know the circumstances. I wasn't paying attention to those units. I don't know the circumstances. They could have got crushed out by Cav before they could barely get their first volley off. But still, somehow I imagine even with that, you could do better than 2 kills. Maybe. Maybe some room for improvement on that unit. The other 2 did great. Our other 2 here did good. This one here, not so great. But 19, 29, 41, 66, and 64 on those Parthian swords. They were inferior in every way to just about every other sword unit in the game, so you can't really blame them there. The Persian hoplites then only 4 kills. Then we have Holy. He's going to have 2,369 kills. He's going to have good on his horse archers here at 124, 100, 201, 234, 111, 182, 174, 71, 9. The 71 and 90 were on his Eastern Cataphract. So a little disappointing for those high-level units, but these horse archers really made up for it with some whopping kills. All of them scoring over 100 kills, with 2 of them scoring over 200 kills. Yeah, so very good there. His infantry, as I mentioned earlier, the infantry of Parthia is inferior in every way to just about every other infantry in the game. So only 52, 43, 87, 83, 93, 92, 94, 142. That one did good. So that it really has to be, those infantry really have to be preserved because they are not very good. You rule with your cavalry when you play as Parthia. Here we have 121 and 88 on the Parthian foot archers. So good job by them. They did decent. Garth Girl Emez is going to have 2,220 kills. Nice number right there, even. Nice and like just perfect. 2-2-2-0. We could have just scored 2 more kills. That would have been perfect. Okay, 34 on his noble horse general, then only 11 and 7 on those light horse, but they were attacked by better cav of the Royal Scythians. We also have Celtic slingers at 52, 27, 54, and 26, so decent there. And these Oathsworn really crushed the field here. 290, 227, and 295. Then we're going to have for the sword followers a 137, 62, 115, 157, and 46. So good job by that infantry. Boian infantry is good. I mean, very good. And then, yeah, that veteran spears, 410, or what? 410. Wow, that's a lot of killing, though. 110, 97, and then 139, 191, and 143. Great job by these spears to really keep the cavalry off of his slingers and really keep around the field to give his smaller cavalry force a huge chance at winning the field. However, he didn't advance with his allies, and yeah, that was kind of what killed them. He didn't advance with his allies. If all 3 would have advanced at the same time, they probably could have won. It would have overwhelmed us. However, he, as you saw, held back and didn't engage until late in the game, and this is kind of what caused the defeat for the Parthian-Boian alliance. So, yeah, thanks for watching again. Yeah.